Today, Cthulhu is everywhere. You'll find him in morning cartoons, scattered across internet memes, and piled high in retail toy stores. This is a radical departure from the entity's 1920s debut, where he was described as a mountainous monstrosity and an eldritch contradiction of all matter. The shift raises a question. How did a gelatinous nightmare designed to symbolize the absolute insignificance of humanity transform into a mass-produced commodity? The entity was the creation of H.P. Lovecraft, first appearing in the 1928 short story The Call of Cthulhu. Lovecraft wrote from a perspective of cosmic indifferentism, the idea that the universe is unimaginably vast and entirely unaware of human existence. Lovecraft designed his entity as a high priest of the great old ones. He intended the sight of the creature to be lethal to the human psyche, causing immemorial lunacy in anyone who looked upon it. The creature was explicitly built to defy human comprehension. That it became a recognizable brand name is a direct contradiction of its author's original intent. The original descriptions are based on stone idols, a vaguely anthropoid outline topped with an octopus-like head, a mass of feelers, and long, narrow wings. In the story, Cthulhu is composed of matter from outside our spacetime, meaning it does not follow the standard rules of terrestrial biology. When a ship rams the entity, its body ruptures like an exploding bladder, becoming a blinding green cloud before instantly reforming its gelatinous shape. These physics-defying traits made Cthulhu inherently difficult to visualize accurately. Future creators, looking to bring the monster to a wider audience, had to find ways to make the indescribable tangible. Following Lovecraft's death, other writers began to codify his loose ideas, organizing the Cthulhu mythos into a structured pantheon of elemental gods. This process reached a turning point in 1981 with the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game, which required definitive artwork and mechanical statistics for the monster. This game introduced Cthulhu to a new generation, translating cosmic dread into quantifiable stats, sanity rolls, and numerical tables. Giving the entity a measurable stat block meant players could understand its limits and eventually deplete its health bar to 0. This was the moment Cthulhu transitioned from an unknowable existential threat to a beatable pop culture villain. By the 21st century, the designer toy industry initiated a final cutification of the character. Designers applied the Japanese aesthetic of Kawaii, which focuses on removing threatening features to evoke feelings of pity and affection. This morphological breakdown shows the anatomical changes. Limbs shorten, claws are removed, and the head and eyes enlarge to mimic a child's proportions. Stripping away the mouth and expressions creates a blank canvas, allowing consumers to project their own emotions onto the object. This simplification fundamentally shifts the balance of power. The monster is no longer the source of fear. It is a pitiable object for the observer to protect. Cthulhu's portrayal has traveled from an avatar of indescribable dread to an interactive game boss to a soft designer toy. He has become a communal shorthand for geek culture, a signifier that has drifted far from the original context of Lovecraft's stories. The irony is that as the brand becomes more recognizable, the original concept of a universe that doesn't care about us is lost in the marketing. Transforming a symbol of existential dread into a plush toy acts as a way for us to step outside our ordinary lives and engage with our fears through play. When we turn a world-ending entity into a meme or a cuddle object, we are effectively neutralizing the terror it represents. By commercializing the unknown, we take the fear of the void and place it firmly in our grasp. We didn't solve the mystery of our insignificance, we just turned it into a brand.